Hi, my name is Cameron Mitchell, and I am going to show you, or this is a how-to on how to use the eyedropper tool and the gradient tool in InDesign Creative Cloud. Um, this doesn't just pertain to Creative Cloud. You can also do this on CS6, CS5, CS4, and all the previous models or versions. It might look a little different if you have a previous version just because of the coloring changes and a couple of the perks that you get with Creative Cloud, but it's mostly the same. So here, let's just start it up real quick. Let's just make a new document. Just one page is fine because we're just going to do this real quick. So let's start out with the eyedropper tool. The eyedropper tool is really cool if you have a lot of different like squares or swatches and you want to make them a different color, but really quickly, and you don't want to have to go into the swatches menu, the swatches panel, and change them by hand. So this is something that works really well when you're working with stuff like that. So let's just go real quick and make a couple squares or just one square. Just click the M tool or rectangle tool. You can square it off, and something that to copy and paste you can either Command C and do it and it'll go like that, and then you can line it up. But to me, the Option Shift click over and then drag, that one works so much better to me. But let's just do that. Let's just do this with 3 squares. Make this one in the middle. There we go. So let's say open the swatches panel. Let's say you want to make this square cyan. So you make it cyan. We'll take that that weird black outline off of all of these. Oh, we'll do it off of the other ones later. So let's say you want to make this one magenta and this one yellow. So let's take the outlines off of that one, or off of those two, and so let's continue with this. So let's say you you make a couple other squares, just 2 other squares, same size, just for visual aspect. Make stuff like that, but you only want to make, you don't want to copy all of those over. So let's say you want to make this one magenta, something that would make this thing so much faster and so much easier to me personally, instead of going all the way up here and going to the swatches menu and having to click that. Like, I don't know, to me this is so much easier. This tool just makes things awesome. Being able to click this eyedropper tool over here, it's like 3/4 the way down on this bar. You can also just, the shorthand click is just click I, and let's say you want it to be magenta, and it's just magenta just like that. And let's say you want that one to be magenta, or that one, or that one. It's just, it makes things so much easier to be able to do that. And the same thing can be achieved with blue or any other color. So again, click on the box that you want to change the color to, and then go to the eyedropper tool, click it there, or you can just click I. So I'm in the regular selection tool right here, just click V, and then immediately click I, or select that, sorry about that, select the square that you want to change, click I, and then there you go. It's something that's just super easy to be able to do, to have that ability to change and find different colors from another object and then put it into a different square or a different part of your design. So also this this can be achieved by, let's actually delete those and just make one more, and then center those in the middle. And then this can also be achieved with any picture that you want to add. So here's just a picture that I got from my desktop when I was changing around my iTunes and putting some album cover art on some of the files that I have. So let's say you want to have 2 swatches that are kind of the same thing. Again, with the eyedropper tool, this is awesome. You can click the eyedropper tool, and let's say you want to do the black and the gold to make that like a cohesive set of squares. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but let's just say hypothetically. So click anywhere on here and it'll take the color. Remember to select the square that you want to change the color to. Click I, or the eyedropper tool over in the bar, and let's say you want a white square for some reason. Weird, I know you can't really tell, but let's undo that. Let's say you want it black. So there's the black, or you can also change it to the gold or whatever you want. But let's just do black for right now. Have that right there, and then let's say you want to make this side gold, but you also want to make it the same gradient that is over there. So in the same way, there's going to be a gradient. Instead of going over to the swatches, there's going to be a gradient section over here. Something that really helps me and that I really like is being able to take colors, like any color you want from basically anything with the eyedropper tool. So let's say you want the same gradient as the cover album art. Click that one right there, or actually no, that's kind of a light color. Let's make it a little bit darker right there. That's a good color. So let's say it's right here over in the swatches menu. All you have to do, click and drag down into the swatches menu, and then it's in your swatches panel right there. Also, you can do the darker one because that's something that you're going to need for the gradient in order to complete it. So gradient tool open right now. It's just a plain, like the default gradient nut color that it goes to is black to white. But like I said, you can do any amount of color, any color you want. But for this circumstance, we're gonna do this light gold to dark gold. But as you can see, it kind of tails off in the cover album art. So let's just put this like towards the middle, and then you can actually put another color at the end, so that it does that sort of thing. And let's say you want this over here. Here's your gradient. You add that to your swatches panel. All you have to do is click, drag, and drop. So you add that to your swatches panel. Here's where the cool thing comes in. Let's say you want this to be that gradient, right? So you click it and you say, oh no, the gradient isn't going the wrong way, because you can see it goes light, dark, light from the vertical, and on the box that you did, it is the horizontal version. So the gradient tool on the menu bar, or on this like bar over here with all your stuff that you can use, this actually lets you change the direction of the gradient that you want to have. So you can either click the thing over here like the eyedropper tool we did earlier, or you can just press G for the shorthand version. And let's say you want it like that. So boom, there you go. All you have to do is click anywhere and drag down to the bottom, and it will change to the gradient style that you want. Also, something that really is helpful is the shift key when you are clicking this. Like if you were to go like this, it would be kind of hard to line it up perfectly, or it like a little bit off. I know it's really slight right now, but you can definitely tell if you get it a little bit off or anything like that. But something that really helps me is the click, hold, shift, and it goes directly up and down, which is an amazing thing for me. And then the same thing can be achieved if you want the gradient to be horizontal like it was originally, diagonally, literally any way that you want it can go. It can go super short like that, so then most of it's, you can't see the other lighter gold that we had before. But to me, right about there, maybe even a little bit more, maybe right about there is close enough for this tutorial purposes of what the cover album art, like the main idea is. So hopefully the eyedropper tool and the gradient tool are easier to use now that you have watched this, and I hope that you design some awesome stuff with this, and this makes life easier for you. Alright, thanks.